Welcome back, guys. This is, in fact, the Infernal Brotherhood of Scruffy Looking Nerf Herders.
Who you?
Resistance Episode 15 review, the First Order Occupation.
Occupy First Order.
Man, the first thing my wife said when I finally got my internet to work and could watch it was, why the fuck are you guys still sitting through this?
Because the last one was
this
good.
was a good episode.
You like this?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
All right. Well, we are going to disagree right from the start.
Okay, cool. Like that. What didn't you like about this?
It was exactly what we said it was going to be last week.
Yeah.
Them putzing around with the fucking First Order, just walking. Okay, so the premise of this is supposed to set up the danger of having a First Order occupation coupled with Synara's escape from the Colossus. Like that. Yeah. That's the sole purpose of this entire video. They didn't pay off the first at all. Like the First Order was literally looking for a pirate spy. Whether you're a good or bad person, Resistance or First Order person, that's a good thing to find the pirate spy. The only reason why this is supposed to be engaging for the audience is because Synara is being sort of courted unwittingly by Kaz, and that's it.
Fair.
And then he, as a New Republic soldier turned First Resistance spy, is willing to give all that up to help a pirate because he thinks she's pretty. Who shows no interest in him at all.
That's true. He's young. He's dumb. We've all been there. I mean, fuck, come on.
It's true. It's very true. But I wasn't a First Order soldier. I'm sorry, a New Republic soldier turned Resistance spy at the time.
Well, it's because you're smarter than that.
It's just insane that at that point you should know better, you know? But then again, well, here's what, like the biggest problem I have with all of this that I didn't fully grasp because I'm stupid apparently until this episode was that if you need to be in the military in any country on our planet, and I say that as if there are other known planets with soldiers and stuff, but if you need to be a soldier, you have to be an adult at least by the legal age of the state in which you reside.
Yeah.
I don't know any adult who acts like him. Even at 18, we were stupid as hell. We were foolhardy and we just were uncoordinated and stuff, but we weren't like him. He's acting like a 12-year-old put in the position of an adult.
Well, to be fair, he's also a spoiled rich kid.
I mean, I guess. I don't...
That's kind of how it comes off to me. And like I've known plenty of spoiled rich kids. They were always the ones with the best pot. So that's that's kind of how they acted even up until mid 20s, early 30s.
All right, well.
So I mean, I can buy it. I don't like it, but I can buy it.
I can appreciate that. Okay. I mean, as far as the episode goes, it is literally just as we set up. The First Order has occupied the Colossus. Captain Doze is not too happy about it because the troopers aren't really treating him with the respect he feels, and rightly so, he truly deserves.
Yeah.
The First Order isn't really concerned because it's the First Order, and everyone seems to understand this except for every citizen upon the Colossus until they take away their floor mop. And then they have a problem with it.
You know what? That was some shit, dude. He was pretty pissed. I get it.
That reminded me of The Office when he took away his stapler. He was like, my stapler.
Office Space? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally see it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And he went to the fucking basement, too.
Yeah. Hey, while you're down here, take a look into this cockroach problem. Maybe I'm going to burn the house down. You took my stapler. Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. After last episode, I was on kind of a high. And to be fair, this wasn't as bad as the earlier episodes.
No, see, that's why I liked it. Because, I mean, admittedly, yes. It wasn't like the best episode, and I mean, we've already blown it so far out of proportion. There's no way in hell anything's going to live up to Signal from Sector 6.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it was slightly better than what we're used to. Kaz wasn't a complete buffoon.
Mm-hmm.
Still a buffoon, not a complete one. Still hate Niku, but I don't think anything is going to change that.
Oh,
But,
he is the worst.
Oh God,
Just the absolute worst. There is no possible way that that species would live long enough in the galaxy.
No,
There's just no way.
not if they're all like that.
It totally requires people to like handhold them throughout life, and there's just no possible way that there would be willing participants. It's insane.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
I mean,
that guy.
Well, he's probably the Jar Jar character of his species. I mean, they fucking put him in exile too.
Right. Okay,
So,
you know what? I actually like that idea a lot better. Because
Really?
I'm sitting here denigrating an entire species, and it's probably just one.
No, it's got to be just one. There's no way in hell. Like if an entire species is like that, they would be extinct.
Yeah. There's
Like,
just no way.
Yeah, there's nothing that would keep them together.
So funny. I don't really know what to say about this episode. It was just sort of just there. There weren't any real highlights. I mean, it's interesting that they successfully got away, but they made Kaz look like a total douchebag the entire time.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, he is a douchebag, so.
I thought we saw growth, and it just keeps rolling the growth back.
No, I don't think so. Because he's not acting as stupid and childish. I mean, yeah, he's acting like a, teenager with his first crush anytime he's around Sonara. But, I mean, fuck, who doesn't act like that when they're, got the hots for somebody?
But he was piloting starships. Like, this is what I can't wrap my head around this. We grew up with 80s films filled with idiots getting their first car and acting like idiots, and they're in high school trying to get the girl, and the girl rejects them because she really likes the big jock type guy who actually has no interest in her at all, and more often than not, depending on the show, is going to actually ask her out to like a prom in order to make a point that he's really a cool guy and she's really a loser, and then at the very end she learns a valuable lesson. But that's in high school. He's a soldier turned spy. He's piloting starships with the first Resistance best starfighter in the galaxy, Poe Dameron. Like he has BB-8. Why are they treating him like a child? Like it does. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was Freya yawning. She's the loudest doggone animal I've ever had.
I kind of figured that was her. Apparently she echoes your sentiment about this episode.
She did watch it with me. So I don't know. I'm tired of them saying he's this amazing pilot, insanely lucky spy, and so well versed, at least in his basics, for Poe to and Princess Leia, General Leia, Senator Organa, to trust him to be a spy continually. And yet he acts like a fucking tard every time he's on the screen. They
just know that he's expendable. Like, who's going to care if he dies?
That just doesn't sound like Leia to me.
I don't know. Because we really don't have, like, a whole lot of backstory up to that point of her character. I mean, we've got bloodline, kind of, but I don't know. I could see it being, sacrificing one, save a million type of thing. But I'm probably just thinking
you're right.
Too into it,
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think it's us trying to salvage any type of semblance of logic, and then the other side of that is trying to, salvage our personal views on some of these characters that we've grown to love over the years. Fucking Leia, for example. I can't, in my head, I can't rationalize that she would entrust someone like him with the sensibilities of a 12-year-old with such a sensitive position, knowing, like, they all full well are aware that the First Order is growing and they are, like, infiltrating their galaxy. Like, they're no longer in wild space. Like, they know where they are at this point. They've already tried to assassinate Leia, who was tipped off in bloodline and survived, but it killed many, many, representatives of different planets. They understand that there's a genuine threat. Why would they entrust this one station to such a doofus? And even if it was a situation where, well, who gives a fuck about this station? Then why is there a TV show about it?
Yeah.
Like, what? The only reason why you have movies or cartoons or something is because it has something to say about the greater narrative of this resistance first order dichotomy.
Yeah.
That's it. And we know it's leading there because they've already told us it's leading there.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually watched this video that alluded only in a tiny little scene that I missed entirely, that there is an installation on this planet that could very well be one of the observatories that Palpatine set up before Return of the Jedi.
Really?
And that's why the First Order is so interested in this.
Fuck, I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's true, and the person who suggested it doesn't know it's true. They just saw some screenshots of the mid-season teaser that didn't make any logical sense to what they've seen so far, and so they made the reach like, well, why else would the First Order care about the Colossus Station? Maybe there's an installation. Maybe that's why.
Would make a lot of fucking sense.
It totally would. And then it would lead you to actually care about why this is happening.
Yeah, because really the ultimate plan was to confirm the First Order being in the area.
Mm-hmm.
He accomplished that in the first episode.
Yep.
Mission accomplished. Like fucking George Bush that shit up.
And he had a banner and everything.
Kick rocks. Like there's no point in him being there. So I could see that being a good payoff. I'm not holding my breath, but
I think it would be an amazing payoff personally, because I love the Aftermath books, but it wouldn't make sense to anyone who didn't read them.
That's their own damn fault.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like at this point, anyone who's watching this is a kid who wouldn't really care anyway, or adults who need that payoff.
Yeah.
Who just have so much expectation built off of 2 other previous cartoon series that they desperately need that payoff, like us.
Yeah.
It would be interesting. And it would make me feel better about it. That's not true. It wouldn't make me feel better about these shit episodes, but it would make me feel better about the series in and of itself.
Yeah.
So,
because there's definitely no redeeming factors for the just garbage episodes.
Right. So I don't know. I mean, based off of what we've seen, what we've talked about, what do you think is next in this?
Let's see. We're on episode 15. So I would say another 6 episodes of...
You think there's 6 more episodes?
No, there'd be 7.
You think there's 7 more episodes?
Yeah, it would make sense.
22?
Yeah.
Why would that make sense?
Well, because the first half of the season was 12 episodes or 11 episodes.
Okay, math.
And, mid-season finale type of thing. Just
this whole math thing still has me confused. I don't fully understand this new math.
I figure 6 episodes of maybe just 4, and then we get 3 good episodes with the finale being great.
Oh,
but I don't know where they're going. Like it always seems like it's just going to get to a bigger, badder First Order appearance, but outside of them attacking the pirates, which confused the shit out of me because I could have swore they killed the pirates. So seeing the captain today was just like, what the fuck?
I think they just disabled their ship.
Yeah. Well, I thought they were like direct blasts like at them, but whatever. Aside from that battle with the pirates, they didn't we haven't had any real threatening First Order shit.
It's true.
So
I do have to say, so that there are, I shit on this episode, but there are some real redeeming moments for me. So like the opening shot when we saw those like flying fish things, and then the First Order TIE fighter came zooming in, then it panned around to Colossus Station. I loved that entry scene. Those fish were great. I don't know why I appreciated them so much, but for whatever reason, I was just like, I love those things.
Because I think that's what Disney has us trained for, is to like the goofy little random animals that have no bearing on the story.
Man, I'm just an automaton.
That's all it is. I don't fuck them. I'm perfectly fine with admitting that I'm obsessed with porgs. It's not a stretch for me.
So this again, we've spoken ad nauseum, and we hear it everywhere else that talks about the series. The mechanicals are really where this artwork shines, and watching that TIE fighter and hearing the familiar sound of a TIE fighter, that was really cool. Not only that, but like the First Order TIE fighter, like those are so much more beefy. Like that little bit of reverb towards the end when they pass by, God, that gets me every single time. Oh, I just love it so much. So that was really great. And then, it's sort of a swan song of the episode where Sonara is waiting for the pirates to pick her up, and then that little fish flies up to her.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I dig it. I just dig the little animal moments.
Yeah.
The starships and the animals. That's what saves this for me. I don't know why.
Yeah. At least I got some redeeming points. So there's that.
Quacking monkey lizards and flying fish. Give it to me all day. I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, and even the I don't remember what the hell they called it, but like that Kraken monster,
right?
Like seeing it underwater, that was so fucking cool, and it was so much scarier that way.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna pull a Clone War. I mean, Phantom Menace when they're escaping Naboo. From the underwater, and the monster is going to like chase her. But it was kind of nice not seeing it show that much interest. It was just like, what is that? Huh?
Yeah.
And then it just the physicality, the sheer presence of it. You were just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a threat.
Yeah. It's like, she might not make it.
And then she just like scratches the chin of a flying fish, and then she's rescued. I was just like, that was a little disappointing. Like I kind of thought there was going to be like a last hurrah or something.
Yeah, well, that's Resistance for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that disappointing note, do you have any? Are you looking forward to surprises? Are you looking forward to anything coming up on the show?
I'm so curious as to how it ends. Mm-hmm. That's really it. I mean, we've sat through this long. We're almost there.
Yeah,
we're almost there.
We're almost there. That's our mantra. We're almost there. I'm looking forward to seeing if there's any other interplay, because we know that this is going to lead into the final war with Resistance First Order and the destruction of the Hosnian Prime system and the New Republic as we know it. So I'm looking forward to that, of course, but also I feel like the pirates have one last hurrah in them. Like they're too smart to know they can openly aggress against the First Order. But with Sonara's knowledge, the First Order turning against the pirate crew that they had reached out to and hired in order to harass this, I feel like that pirate crew, I feel like they could actually turn to the Resistance.
You know, I actually hadn't quite considered that. But yeah,
I'm going to throw in some space dream here because I feel like they could go to the Resistance, and I could see Lando Calrissian being a surrogate between the pirate group and the Resistance.
And that right there would get me sold on season 2. I
would get so fucking hard if I saw Lando Calrissian.
Yeah, I've already got a little bit of a chub going right now because of that.
All right, that's my space dreams. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I hope.
Whatever. That's a great way to end the show.
All right. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. This is our opinion of the First Order episode of Star Wars Resistance. Let us know if you agree, disagree, what you thought of it, what were your highlights and disappointments. And again, may the Force be with you until the next episode that we're disappointed again.
Yep. Peace out.
Princess Mimi.